everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today's hair idea is kind of a mashup of a few things that I have been looking at recently. I've been requested to do more like half up, half down sort of styles, and I've been sent a few pictures, all of which I'll link in the underbar below. Most of them are kind of like these sort of crown braidy, half up, half down sort of deals. And while I was doing it, I was also rewatching some of Heather's videos on the Game of Thrones hair, and I was thinking a lot about Melisandre, the character, and this is kind of what I came up with. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah. Technically, you should probably part your hair down the middle, but you don't have to. I kind of like my natural side part, so I'm gonna leave it. And divide your hair into two pieces. I'm just gonna tie the bottom section out of the way while I work on the top. So now I'm gonna do another two sections. I'm going to take a piece right here, and I guess the part is like right where my ear meets my head. I'm gonna make one here, and I'm also gonna make one on the other side that matches. I'm clipping these out of the way for just a minute because I have to make another part. This hair, I'm just gonna kind of brush it back. And you know how I divided my hair into two pieces in the first section? I'm going to do that too with this section. I'm just gonna kind of take a very thin amount of hair. This part doesn't have to be completely and totally perfect. There we go. You kind of end up with this like bit of hair here at the crown that's just going to get sectioned off. In a way, this is very Melisandre-y already. Now I'm going to take my comb and I'm just going to divide the hair into two pieces. I'm clipping this section out of the way. Okay, so what you're going to do is create a lace Dutch braid with each section of hair. And to do that, you need to know how to do a Dutch braid. It's basically a French braid, except you're braiding the strands under as opposed to over. And a lace braid is adding hair into only one side. So, I'm gonna make a part, we'll take a section here. Dividing it into three. And I'm gonna start the braid. And I'm gonna be adding hair in to the strand that's closest to my face. So I grabbed hair. Again, adding hair from the section into the strand that's closest to my face. Now I suppose that you don't have to have this section of hair in the back. You could just finish the braid off and pin it. But I like to have this extra hair here going around this parting because I feel like it secures the braid to my head a little bit tighter, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna re-angle my hands. And I'm going to continue to add my loose hair on this side into the strand that's closest to my hairline, my face. So I think you can see why I leave that little extra section in the back, because it just kind of attaches the braid to the back of your head, which kind of helps with the rest of the shape. But I don't think it's totally necessary, so again, if that's too difficult for you, just make a lace braid up to about here, and that should work too. I'm going to do the same thing with this hair on this side of my head. It's going to be a Dutch lace braid. So I've got a section, dividing it into three, and braiding it under. And I'm gonna be adding hair into the strand that's closest to my face or my hairline. So picking up a section of hair, adding it in, and braiding it in. Once you've got your braids done, they should look something like this. And you're just gonna wrap them, like I'm taking my left one, and I'm sort of wrapping it on top of the right one. And I'm gonna stick a few bobby pins in it to kind of keep it in place and give it that crown braidy look. If your hair's super long, you can probably take the ends and twine them back around, but mine isn't. So I'm going to be using my favorite open pins, not just to kind of keep them in place, but also to sort of pin down these little layers that stick out because they drive me crazy. So yeah, open pins are a miracle. Now that the braids are up, I'm going to curl the rest of my hair. And this is a completely optional step. I'm going to be using a curling iron, but if you want, you can use rollers or sponge rollers, hot rollers, whatever your curling method is, braid waves. But I'm going to use my curling iron because it's a little bit faster. This is what I've got now. And I'm just gonna take my brush and smooth my crown section down just a little bit. Right here. And I'm gonna stick a bobby pin right here. Like this. To hold back some of the hair from slipping over the braid, because the idea is you get to see the braid and then the hair coming over it. This is what it ends up looking like with just the two lace braids and the hair being curled. So you can see it. And I think it looks really, really sort of formal with all the curls, but I did do this the other day without them and it looked a little bit more casual. I like it like this. I know I would probably wear it like this, but it doesn't quite feel finished to me. So I ended up making 2 more braids. And what I did is I took a section of hair from behind each of my ears and did 3 strand braids going back. So once you've got your side braids done, again, just gonna check and make sure that this is somewhat smooth in the back here. And you are going to pull out your bobby pins again and just kind of pin them like under like that. These second braids, they kind of just act like, I guess they sort of close the circle of the halo or the crown or whatever you want to call it. This is what the finished product looks like. I hope you guys liked it. It didn't really take that long to do, the braiding part at least. It's just the pinning and I guess, you know, the curls, that takes some time if you're going to use a curling iron. But I hope you liked the video and I will see you all in my next one, which will probably be sometime in September because I'm going away at the end of this week to see my family in Greece and I won't be back for like 3 weeks. So have a nice rest of the summer and a really happy first day of school. Bye!